Hey everybody, this is going to be about the best and worst parts about being trans, according to me. First of all, the very best part about being trans, I guess, is the dressing to pass. And I don't know how many people are going to watch this video, but if you're trans and you dress to pass and you finally sort of see yourself in the mirror, that I think is the best part about being trans, and especially if you're new to trying to pass. Because I don't know, it's just I remember being really young and dressing a certain way and really being able to see like, hey, that's me. But I don't know. I didn't have enough of those moments when I was growing up because I was really, I guess, pretty insecure growing up about how people saw me and how and what people thought, I guess. And now I guess I don't really care as much. I don't really see as many people either, so kind of, I don't know, it just doesn't really worry me as much, and it feels more comfortable to dress a certain way and to act a certain way, and well, yeah. So, and I think that's the best part about being trans is dressing and learning how to pass really well. Um, the sort of the worst part, I guess I'm just gonna sort of go back and forth, but for me the worst part is my voice, because my voice is naturally quite a bit higher than I would like it to be. It's really hard to go out and have sort of a girlyish voice when it's obviously not what I want. So yeah, I think the worst part for me is my voice. And that goes into music too, because a lot of the time I'll be like recording a song and I posted a couple, and my voice is naturally pretty high, and even when I do like use a chest voice, it ends up being a lot higher than what it sounds like to me, if that makes sense. Like when you talk, your voice sounds a lot different than what people are actually hearing. And I researched this, and I'm sort of going off, but I researched this, and it's because the sound waves are not just coming out of your mouth and going around to your ears, they're also traveling through the bones and stuff in your face to your eardrums. So that's why your voice kind of sounds different. But it's annoying because when I hear myself talk or sing or something using a chest voice, it sounds to me a lot deeper basically than it actually does when I listen to it recorded. And that really is annoying. It really is. And that's probably the worst part about being trans, is that my voice doesn't sort of sound the way it should. And yeah, so that's really frustrating a lot of the time, because I really want a deeper voice, but I don't have one. Let's see, what's the next good thing about being trans? Oh yeah, the next good thing to me about being trans is, actually is being misgendered. Well, people think they're misgendering me when actually they're not. Like, okay, I was on the way back from something. I forget what, but I was dressed in, just, sweats and a sweatshirt, and, I was in the women's restroom, and some girl came in. Some girl came in, and she looks at me, and she goes outside and looks at the sign on the door, and then she comes back and she goes, "Are you a girl or a boy?" And I was like, what do you think? Yeah, so, it's funny to me. Some people get annoyed by that, but I really don't mind, because naturally I look quite feminine. And if I don't look feminine to people, then I guess I'm doing something right. So yeah, that kind of made my day after something that wasn't so great. So um, yeah, that was fun. Being misgendered supposedly by people is fun for me, because I don't know, just is. Because I guess it's because it's sort of giving me sort of validation, or saying, or showing me that, hey, I'm doing something right about the way I dress, the way I act, or the way whatever. Yeah, so it's fun. Um, Another worst thing about being trans, um, It's walking. I wanted to talk about this some other time, but yeah, walking. The different ways people walk and pose and sit and whatever. Girls walk a lot differently than guys. They walk more with their hips, and I've been studying this. And guys walk more with their shoulders. So I've been trying to like walk a little more with my shoulders. It's I don't know. It's weird because it's like it doesn't really feel natural, and I really want it to become like muscle memory kind of thing. So I just do it automatically, but it's weird sometimes. Yeah. So that's another thing is walking is hard, and it's one of those things that you don't really expect will be hard, but then you watch people walk and you see girls walking with their hips and guys walking with their shoulders, and that doesn't really make a lot of sense when you say it like that, but just watch people walk. It's funny. Let's see. Another good thing about being trans. Well, when I told some people, I was sort of expecting them not to get it because there's a long story for that, but the people I told who I wasn't really expecting them to understand it, they had a bad sort of experience, and I'd had this same bad experience with the same person, and this person who I can't name because it would just get ugly, but this person basically said they were trans, said they were FTM, but it's hard to know if they really were, because they would do a lot of things for like attention, like I don't know, they said all this stuff, like it was weird because it was like after they found out that other people had these things, like somebody they knew had a drug problem, and so the next day, literally the next day, they said, oh, I've been addicted to this, that, and the other thing, and I'm really struggling to stop. And then they met someone who was trans, and it wasn't me. It was a friend of mine, who unfortunately I don't talk to anymore. And I think I've mentioned this person before. But yeah, so so they met this person who's a friend of mine, or was a friend of mine, and who's trans, and suddenly, the next day, seriously, I'm not even kidding, this person says, oh, I'm trans and you have to call me this name. And it was not 2 days after this person had said that they wanted to be a attractive girl to me. And so it was just really difficult to be around this person because, you know, they started all this drama and they claimed all this stuff and you didn't know it was true. And so when I told my friends who had had this bad experience with this person that I was trans and I'm not actually, you know, whatever, I was expecting to get a bad reaction just because this person had been so difficult and had claimed to be, you know, trans. And so I was sort of expecting to get a bad reaction, but I didn't. I mean, I was sort of like, oh, kind of thing. But, you know, when they listened to me and they explained what I was meaning, that I wasn't really like this other person, that I was really, you know, real, you know. It was a good sort of, it was a good thing. It was nice to get it off my chest finally, you know. But, yeah, so I think that was a good experience because, you know, when you come out to people, you're not really expecting them to accept you. And that's why people are nervous. At least, that's why I'm nervous. But yeah, so, when you come out to someone, you're not really expecting them to accept you, or at least I wasn't. So it was really nice to sort of see people really, you know, accept it. And this video is getting really long, so I'm going to cut it off there. But, yeah, thanks for watching. And if you want to join this music and vlog collaboration, please do. We only have 2 people right now posting videos. And one person's on hiatus, and the other several are, I don't know, gone somewhere. So join the group in the description box below, and please join. It's fun. I hope. Alright, thanks guys.